Super BS.
Check 2. Check 1, 2. Syphilis. All right, my mic's good. You good, Connor?
Syphilis. Ooh, I'm a little hot. Bringing it down. Boom, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, ready? All right, here we go. And Jake and Connor in the morning. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and again, mostly, hopefully, just the gentlemen. Welcome to another BS Corner, where me and Connor, Bon Contra, bring you our BS news of the week. How you doing, Bon?
Living the dream. How you doing, Jakey Poo?
Samey Poo. Got me, my wifey's, she's 7 months pregnant, so that's happening real soon.
Awesome.
So.
Get your games in while you can. You'd be playing Baby Simulator before you know it.
The reviews aren't great.
No, it's really a mixed bag.
I'm just kidding. It's the best thing in my life. Okay, so let's just dive in. I'm going to go first this time.
You always go first.
I have been... No, I think you've gone first the last two times, no?
We'll get the fact check squad on it, but I'm pretty sure you always go first.
All right, then. You go first.
All right.
You go first every time, but
We'll see.
Break tradition? Why break tradition?
We'll see. I have been playing that Zelda Ocarina of Time Nintendo 3DS remake.
Nice,
I know.
Nice.
I was on.
I remember when you got the DS at Medieval Times.
Yep. I actually traded that one in to Game Crop yesterday because it had scratches on it, and scratches were really bugging me. So I was actually able to pick up a Super Mario Brothers cover edition one, and it is beautiful. Works great.
Nice. How much?
I traded in the old one, so it was like $8 for the new one. So
wow.
It was perfect. And honestly, the charging cable didn't really work that well on the other one, but it worked well enough, so I was able to get it under the radar. So there. And I just got to Goron City. And I gotta say, like, looking back at that game now as a self-professing adult and seeing, like, honestly, the last title I played was God of War. Seeing this, you're just like, oh my goodness. The way they made people muscly is essentially they just have like large protruding triangles all over their body that and they look like pixelated tumors, and it's just so good. And it's one of those games that I try and play at least once a year, once every other year. I just wish it was out. Wow, wish it was out for Switch. That's hard to say. But it wasn't, so I had to go back and dust off the old 3DS. And I'm thinking after this one, I'll probably play another Zelda title, but we'll save that for what we're looking forward to. So that's what I've been playing. I'm trying to take a break off the that 4K and get back to my roots. So what's up with you, Jakey Poo? What have you been playing?
I got the Mega Man Legacy Collection for the Switchy Poo, and Kanban and all my sweet listeners out there, it is heaven. Hold on, why is it heaven, you ask? I'll tell you. So first off, not only is it the first 6 games in Mega Man, which are, I feel like I've bought in those like 4 or 5 different times. I bought it on my Vita in Japanese because they never ported the...
Wow, that is some dedication, sir. That is some strong dedication.
I just bought the Japanese one and I played it. But the reason it is a perfect game, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully just gentlemen, is because it has a rewind feature on it, Connor.
Okay, for the difficulty challenged people?
Which is even better than save state with simulators. This is everything I never knew I always wanted in a video game.
You're that person who, when they have 3 difficulty options at the start of a game where it's like, just enjoy the story, and it shows like a crying baby, and then there's like the normal mode, which is like a muscular teenager, and then there's like, you'll break your TV, which is like a crying demon. You choose like the baby one just for the story.
Well, I choose the baby one unless it gives me like a worse ending. You know what I mean? I will choose the easiest setting I can to have the same ending. I see no point in playing a harder difficulty for the same ending, which again, and the main reason this is time has become an issue in my life. So
so you're an escalator person. You don't take the stairs anymore.
Yeah, I run up the escalator.
You sprint up the escalator.
I'm
Pushing.
like, oh shoot, how many hours am I going to get this week? An hour and a half? Oh, I can be stuck on the first 2 levels of Mega Man. Or, oh wait, I can beat Mega Man 1 and 2 in the same day? Yes please.
Why don't you just call out, sit to work, and not tell Trish, and then just play 3D or play Switch all day at like Starbucks?
Ooh,
Okay, so you're playing Mega Man, and it's the perfect game. And
no, it's the perfect game because it has a rewind feature, which brings me to my next point. Every game from now forward should have a rewind feature.
So, what does rewind feature mean? Do you literally see the movements you make?
Yep.
Happen
it
again?
Literally is like rewinding on a VCR, and it is perfect.
Wow, that's impressive that it's recording your game live like that.
That's
a cool feature.
I out of curiosity, I tried to see how far I can rewind, and it looks like it saves for about a minute.
Okay.
So, I think it reaches a dead end point of how far you can rewind. But still, and actually, in all seriousness, no, I don't want rewind on every game, but I do enjoy it on. I mean, I've paid my dues. I've beaten all these. I don't think I ever beat Mega Man 1 by myself. I know I beat it with some friends when we can trade off, but Han Solo style, I don't think I ever start to finish beat Mega Man 1 by myself. Now, in my defense, when I was playing it, I was a kid with 2 older brothers, so...
You weren't really playing at all. You were just watching them begging for the controller.
No, I wouldn't say that either, Connor.
Well, you had nice older brothers then, because my experience with older siblings in video games is like, let me play! And they're just like, shut up.
Don't you just have a younger sister?
Well, I'm the older person in that scenario.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Shut
say,
up.
I didn't
Shut
think
up,
you had
Maureen.
an older-
You We're going to have to censor that later. All right. What else are you liking about the Mega Man? How does it look? What are the graphics like?
No, it looks good. I mean, of course it's gonna look good. It's just the old games on the Switch. I'm actually, now that I beat 1 and 2, I actually went out and bought the Legacy Collection numero dos. So I'm actually excited to get past the first couple and into the, Mega Man 8, 9, 10. That'll be fun to play again.
Does it have any Switch-like options where you can pull off the controllers on the sides, play with a friend? Can you, boomerang it? Anything cool?
Untested.
Untested.
I mostly play my Switch on the go. That's how I play games. Is
while driving.
on the go while driving.
Elbows on the wheel, Switch in your hands, staring up.
Red light, yes please. Rewind.
We'd be lying if we say we didn't all do that. I did that today on the freeway. I popped open my 3DS. I played the Hyrule family song for the big buff Goron dude. And then he gave me that bracelet that lets me pick up bombs that grow out of the ground. Whew.
Oh man, that was such a good game.
Oh, it's so good. I wish they would just bring it on over. What are they waiting for?
Oh, they will. So, eventually.
And I'll buy it again. All right, so that's what you've been playing. I talked about what I've been playing. What's on your horizon? What's that apple that's looming 3 feet in front of your face that makes you get up every morning and just do it all over again?
Nothing. Same old. Dark Souls. I'm really excited for that. And then I'm surprisingly getting more and more excited for Mario Aces. And I haven't even really looked into, any more details about it. I just watched the same trailers again, and I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. I loved the Mario Tennis, the Mario Golf games back on Game Boy. And when they said this is going to be kind of like a mix where it's a story mode, where Mario kind of goes around and fights people versus just kind of like playing.
There's gym leaders, the Pokemon style.
Wait, really?
Oh, I don't know. You said story mode. We'll stick the fact checking squad on that one as well.
Okay.
That sweet fact checking squad.
Like I said, once we get a little closer, I'm gonna get and I'll do a review for it. So excited for that.
Maybe we could do a review, and you could just not make it all about yourself. We could do a review together.
No,
then we could have an on-air tennis showdown. Huh?
Connor, you convinced me.
Perfect. Done. Sold.
Anything you're excited
Print. The more I hear about Red Dead Redemption 2, the more I get excited. Some new news from Activision Blizzard. Black Ops, I want to say 9 or 16, somewhere in there, is going to have a Fortnite-style Battle Royale mode. So that should be absolutely fantastic.
Oh.
And speaking of Activision Blizzard, is it time to segment into the most important thing that everybody tunes in for? The Stock
Dave
Corner?
Stock Corner.
Is it?
Dave Stock Corner.
Stock Corner.
Better than Dave.
Better
yeah,
than
we can do that.
Dave.
We can do that. Go for it.
So Vit Vit Game stocks. Activision has kind of been bumping around between $70 and $74. Not doing too much. They released quarterlies last week. EA had a huge bump after their quarterlies. That was fantastic. Take-Two Interactive had a huge jump up after their quarterlies, but they have dropped again recently. Graphics card developer NVIDIA recently got all the way, almost broke its resistance up at 285, and I, like a dum-dum, was like, it can go higher, and I bought a bunch. And then they did quarterlies, and the CEO came out and said, hey, cryptocurrency miners just aren't, people are trading used graphics cards, they're not buying new ones, so we expect the demand for graphics cards to be down about 65% next quarter, and then the stock just tanked. And I was ironically I was ironically on a hike when that happened, and it just completely ruined my time because I saw all my money just shrinking away. Luckily, the stock rallied back up to where I bought it the very next day, and I was able to sell off, the majority of my position. Some things looking forward, quarterly season's wrapping up for the developers. I'm looking for a pullback in Activision Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, to go ahead and get back in there because, though it's, if it got around 68, I would love to buy there, and then hopefully the anticipation for Black Ops, those things coming out, go ahead and drives that stock back up, and we get another rally. And then I'm also looking to get into Take-Two Interactive because what do they have coming out in October? Red Dead Redemption 2, and that will lead to a great quarter. Hopefully, it is a huge hit, and everybody can make some money, especially if you buy at the right time. Don't buy at the high. So my Connor McLandrich piece of stock advice for you, and this is something I'll do once a week or however, is when a stock is high, it may seem tempting to purchase it because it seems safer because the company's doing well, but you actually have more to lose. You have to buy stocks when people are scared, when the price is low, when no one wants to touch it. Find companies that have good fundamentals that might have some bad press or in a little rut right now. Buy it low, sell it high. Fight the little part in your brain that says you need to hop on the bandwagon with everybody else. If there's a line out the door, don't go in the restaurant. Thank you.
Go past the restaurant.
Exactly. This just devolves into a series of directions. And then after that restaurant, you'll make a right at the stop sign, bring it back around, and then you hit them with some culture.
Oh, is it culture time?
Oh, baby, culture time.
All
Grab
right.
your top hats and your monocles. I was able to steer Jake away from closing down with Gangster's Paradise. Just because I know you guys are anticipating it, and we wanna draw it out another week before you get to. But I hear Jake has another song for us to kind of go over. This one is themed in some type of book rental checkout system, a building where you check out books, and it's about a woman who works there.
Oh boy, everyone knows I'm big into libraries, just a big kind of library guy, and I moved on from Coolio. Over to MJ, that's Michael Jackson, and his song Librarian Girl. So I'm going to, dive into the lyrics for you. I might even sing it a little bit. We'll see how well I can do. And kind of get your response and kind of share it with the world. We want, we want to spread the culture. Ready?
Born ready.
Librarian Girl by Michael Jackson. Librarian girl, you came and you changed my world. A love so brand new, librarian girl. You came and you changed my world. Ooh, kind of messed up there. A feeling so true, Librarian girl, you know that you came and you changed my world. Just like in the movies with two lovers in a scene. And she says, do you love me? And he says so endlessly, I love you, librarian girl. Ooh, I love you, librarian
Still going.
girl. Ooh, oh, it keeps going, but that's it.
That was
so,
really good.
Thanks, man.
Listeners, if you happen to have two hands, just go ahead and clap them together wherever you are. We'll feel it happening, and it will tickle Jake's pleasure button right in the center part of his soul. So,
oh boy,
what inspired this particular choice of music caviar?
I was just driving by the library, and I was like, what songs are about libraries?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to tell our less than educated listeners the truth about that song?
No.
Come on, just tell them.
Nope. But I do want to ask for all of our listeners out there, who is your librarian girl? And does she take you to the library?
I don't think I've ever had like a library friend where it's like, what
this
do you want
is
to do
Jake and
today?
Connor signing out.
Bye.
Bye.
Nothing's better when grilling your favorite meal than adding some delicious Wheelie Q rubs, seasonings, and gluten-free barbecue sauce. Made with the finest ingredients, Wheelie Q products pack a ton of flavor to your meals, whether it's ribs, chicken, steak, hamburgers, fries, or vegetables. To get your hands on some of these tasty Wheelie Q items, head on over to www.wheelieq.com, and a portion of all profits made will go into finding a cure for spinal muscular atrophy. Super BS Gamescast listeners, act now and get 15% off your order today just by entering the promo code POD4. That's POD and the number 4 at checkout. For the tastiest food on the grill, nothing's better than Wheelie Q items today at wheelieq.com.
Oh, yeah.